Hello my lovelies, I hope you're all right. Okay, so today I'm going to do a reading on career. So it's my second YouTube video, and there's going to be a mixture of sort of love messages, career messages, and definitely some guidance messages. But just again to apologize for the setup of this, I am still on the hunt for the right equipment, so hopefully as time goes on the video quality and sort of how you watch these videos and how you see sort of what's coming out is going to be a lot better for you guys to experience as well. So with career, I want to sort of see what's coming through for you guys to know about, think about, even act on for the month of October, for this month. I am getting straight away though, guys, there is someone around you. This person, I do feel like it's a female, and there's someone around you who is, I feel they come across as a bit of a well-wisher, but there's something about them that feels very rattled is the word I'm getting. They feel very rattled around you. It's something to do with you moving forward in career. So what Spirit is saying to me is this person is almost trying to keep you in the shadows. They want to be the one who shines. They kind of want to be that shining star. So I feel like there's an energy of sabotage here, but I don't feel like they're going to be kind of coming into your workspace or doing something where they're going to mess things up for you. But what they want to do is they want to be better than you. So it's kind of like what they want to keep doing is outperforming you. So, you know, just be mindful of that for some of you, there might be someone around you who, oh God, so many cards fell out. There might be someone around you who I feel like they kind of give this impression that they're a well-wisher, but actually they are not someone who probably has the best, your best interest at heart when it comes to sort of career-wise. I think all areas of your life, and it's a weird kind of energy because I don't feel like they want you to be unhappy. I don't feel like, you know, they kind of wish you, you know, sort of really bad luck or anything like that. It's more about sort of their insecurities, and actually what they don't want is they don't want you to overtake them. This seems like a massive issue for them, and so for that reason it's like that they're pumping all this extra energy in to try and push themselves forward and really shine out there. You know, be it you're self-employed, be it you're employed by sort of a company, organization, or a small business, but Spirit is saying that they don't want you to remain in the shadows. They want you to be able to sort of persevere. You know, don't allow yourself to be knocked off. Don't allow yourself to feel kind of threatened or worried about anyone else who might be coming out, you know, looking better than you or making you feel, the word I'm getting is inferior, so making you feel like you're inferior. Spirit doesn't want you to focus on anyone else. Focus on you. I do feel like there's rewards coming in for you anyway, but focus on you. Now the cards that came flying out oh lordy lord, are all related to love. So I'm going to sort of park that. I am going to come back to it, but I'm going to park that to one side because Spirit, I actually want to do a career reading, but at the end I'm going to go on to love, because clearly literally every single one is giving me messages around love. So we're going to get to that at the end. There must be a connection between love and work as well, because I was quite clear to saying to Spirit that I wanted to do a career reading. But Spirit, can we have some messages around career for the month of October? Thank you. Okay, there is something that you might have been working on. I feel like someone has kind of developed this project. There's been something you've been working on that hasn't been turning out the way you want it to be. I feel like that the word I'm being given, you have either fallen flat on your face, or you feel like you're falling flat on your face, and what you had visioned, what you had set out to do, unfortunately was unsuccessful. But there is a female, I feel like this person's already in your energy, so that it's someone you know or someone coming in, but there is a female much older than you, much wiser than you, who's going to be coming in. And I'm shown, you know, when you give someone a leg up, so you put your hand down, someone puts their foot on your hand so you can kind of push them up. Someone who's going to be coming in and giving you a bit of a leg up, and I feel like what they're going to be doing is helping you to get the sort of ball rolling when it comes to some of the things that haven't gone well. I feel like you've been looking at things in a way that hasn't been okay. So what Spirit is giving me, so the way there's the speed the world is moving at the moment, the speed that things, for example, on social media are moving at the moment. It isn't, I feel like you haven't been aligned with it. You haven't caught up with it. So this older person who's coming in, who's older than you, is actually going to be, that's a leg up they're going to be giving you. They're going to be giving you some tips, advice, guidance on actually start using these steps to try and turn the successful plan into a successful one. Because this unsuccessful plan, I don't feel like it's one you want to give up. I feel like it's one that you want to make sure is successful. But at the moment, it is showing you that it isn't moving as successfully as you'd like, or hasn't sort of unfolded at all. But someone is coming in who's going to be helping you with that. If you have been sort of experiencing sort of setbacks or unsuccessful plans in career as well, I am getting through, you know, Spirit really wants to talk about love, but I am getting through is because they needed you to focus on love as well. So either you're in a relationship and they wanted you to make sure that you work on stabilizing those foundations, or healing, you know, even if you are or not in a relationship, but healing some issues around love. So they needed you to focus on love, and that was one of the reasons some of the things was quite slow for you. But things are starting to sort of, when it comes to the love side or the love arena, they're showing me like this boxing ring, when it shows when it comes down to things like that, things are starting to balance out for you. And you know, here comes along this woman, you know, older woman, who's going to be helping you achieve your goals. So you might be feeling like at the moment that your career, you know, you're lacking in any kind of movement in it. You're worried that actually you're not going to be able to sort of be in a place where, or even sort of pursue the career or the goals, choices that you want to. And Spirit is saying that actually at the moment you are going through a period of frustration. You're feeling the lack of things being unsuccessful in your life at the moment, but you've had to learn lessons. There's things that you've had to, okay, so Spirit is saying to me that pride is one of the things some of you may have, you know, set up something or joined a workplace and you started to move up very rapidly. Things were going really well. And I feel like you kind of got maybe a little bit over ambitious, and it was almost like you're being pulled back a bit from your ego as well. I feel like you might have been getting a bit carried away, thinking that actually I'm untouchable kind of thing. And Spirit is saying, well, actually, they needed you to sort of recognize that you're in this kind of headspace, this energy that isn't a healthy one. So there were some lessons that needed to be learnt as well. But from all of this, you know, in this woman coming in, that you are going towards great happiness. I want to get more around this. You are going towards great happiness in your career. I do feel like, and September time, I feel like this is September just gone. I feel like the tables have started to turn in September. If this woman isn't already in your life, she is someone who's going to be coming in. You might have had some difficulties in money as well. So where career hasn't been moving the way you want to, or I feel like you might have been investing in quite a lot of as well and not seeing a lot of return. And you have felt like you're almost stepping in dangerous territory when it comes to money, or you feel like you've not had enough to be able to invest in things that you know you need to make this a successful sort of opening plan. That is changing, and there is a new opportunity, a new possibility coming in around that, and your life is going to be more balanced out. So there is some, you know, I feel with career you have been feeling a little bit ungrounded. There's a lot of tension around you, and all of it feels like it's coming from your own kind of worries and stress around actually things are not moving. Things are not moving the way they should be, or things are not going to sort of progress the way I want them to be. And unfortunately what that's done is it's left quite a bit of fear in your mind, and you've been sort of second guessing and doubting yourself, and it's given your kind of confidence a bit of a knock as well. But that is something that you're going to start sort of working through and balancing out. And again, I really feel like this person who's coming in is going to help you feel more grounded as well. Part of me feels like this is someone like a mother or a mother figure stepping in, who's going to be coming in almost like to save the day is the word I'm given, but to save the day. One of the things that's happened is you have become quite unsure about whether your employers, or if you're self-employed, your customers see you as someone who is worth investing time into. And Spirit is saying that actually, no, you are someone who a lot of people look up to. A lot of people, you know, see you as someone who's able to kind of guide them in the right direction is what I'm getting. And this situation that you're in, this kind of standstill, this thing's not working out the way you want to, that period is coming to an end. So I do feel like in September is when it started coming to an end, but it is something that is starting to come to an end. So the difficulties that you've experienced in work, in career, in whatever opportunity you've wanted to create, in whatever hasn't unfolded in the way you wanted to, and there's been some unsuccessful outcomes, actually that's all coming to an end now. You're going to be moving into a place where you are going to start seeing, you know, the wheel moving. Things are going to start moving forward. You are going to start seeing sort of success coming through. So, you know, before I move on to the love messages, because they obviously wanted to come out, but you know, with career, it was, you know, the main message around this, guys, is, you know, be cautious of whoever this other person is around you. And again, that was a female energy. This other person who's around you, who unfortunately, you know, doesn't come across to me as someone who does have your best interest at heart, wouldn't cause you harm, but doesn't want you to shine. With that said, you know, for those of you who might have been experiencing some, you know, falling flat on your face, some unsuccessful results or outcomes from things that, you know, you've built or building or trying to achieve, you know, there was a reason behind that. Those reasons were lessons. They were you focusing on your love life or healing your love life. They were about you being able to, or spirit being able to sort of bring you back to the ground a little bit, because you might have been sort of finding yourself in a place without realizing where you were operating, you know, a fair bit in your ego as well. And unfortunately that created some money problems for you, but that is now coming to an end. Things are going to start balancing out between, you know, for you in career, and with that there is going to be a new opportunity. So look out for this other person who is going to be older than you. You know, I feel like it is someone who's almost like a mother kind of energy. You know, it could be a mother or someone who's a sort of a mother figure, but that doesn't mean she's going to be, you know, I don't know, 20, 30 years older than you. It could be someone who is a couple years older than you, but they are actually a mother. But I'm getting this mother vibe through. So at the beginning, we got a whole load of cards fly out at the same time, and they were all pointing towards love. So I'm going to share with you the cards that came out, and then I'm going to go ahead and start pulling on them and seeing what messages come through. So we got messages around love, about you dealing with someone else, another man in your life, and someone who, you know, you have been trying to sort of manifest something with, trying to create some kind of movement in this connection, but things haven't been moving the way they you would want them to. And this did lead to, or, you know, has recently led to someone sort of exiting your life, or this relationship sort of going their separate ways. But Spirit wants you to know that you are on the right path when it comes to love. So even though there seems to be some disconnect, this is to do with another man in your life, there has been, you know, something that, you know, you've been trying to sort of will this forward. It hasn't been working out for you. You know, this person has left your life, and even though it might feel like actually this isn't going to go anywhere, Spirit is actually saying to you, no, you are in the right path when it comes to this, and this relationship moving in the direction you want it to. But at the moment there are things happening where, you know, this person has had to leave your life. I just felt something on my leg. Oh, it was my belt. This person has had to leave your life. And, you know, one of the things to remember is when we find ourselves in a situation, you know, just focusing on love, when we find ourselves in a situation where, you know, we have feelings for someone, and we could be in a relationship, or we want to be in a relationship with this person, but things haven't worked out, and, you know, this person that you want to be in a relationship with, you're no longer with them, or they've exited your life. And what can happen is we can find ourselves investing a lot of time into sort of wanting them to come back, and almost resisting what it is that we need to be doing that's going to be helpful in that time. And what you need to be doing that's going to be helpful in that time is not actually sitting there investing all your energy into manifesting this person back. It's about recognizing, okay, what is it that I need to learn? What is it that I need to work on in this current situation? You might not be happy that this person's not in your life anymore. You might not be happy that recently a relationship broke down. But what you are needing to do is work on, okay, what is going to make you happy within yourself, and what you need to focus on. And what can happen is when we find ourselves in those places where we are hurting over someone who's left our life, what it can do is it could take us away from being able to recognize, actually, this is a period in my life where I've got a lesson to learn. And that is the most sort of valuable thing that we need to focus on in that moment when things aren't going our way, be it career, be it love. When something's not going our way, is because there's something in that situation that needs our attention. There's something in that situation that we need to learn from. And whenever we're in that situation, it's never one that's going to cause us harm. It's never one that's going to make us take 10 steps back. It's always one, the abundance card came out and it says you are stepping into blessings. It's always one that takes you towards abundance, takes you towards blessings. Whether that blessing is you stepping back into a relationship with this person but in a more healthier way, whether that blessing is actually you realize, I want to be in a new relationship, I want to meet a soulmate. This is what that sort of journey, that period is taking you towards. So Spirit is really, really, really wanting you to pay attention. This situation where someone's left your life, Spirit really wants you to pay attention to what it is you need to learn, what you need to understand about that current period. A lot of people who book readings with me, a lot of my followers, that is one of the stuck points. The stuck points is that someone has left their life, and it's something that they do want. They want this person back in their life. They want to experience that love again. But what tends to happen is they feel quite stuck in being able to put themselves in a place where they don't feel so stressed about it. They don't feel so worried about it. They don't feel so hurt about it. But the only way to move yourself out of that place is if you do open up to recognizing, okay, what is this situation telling me about me? What are my feelings at the moment that I'm struggling with? What are they saying to me that I actually need to work on? And then invest your time and energy into doing that. That will never take you to a bad place. It will always take you to a place of abundance. You're always taking step forward when you are opening up to working on, whatever your healing, your lessons or anything are. Okay, so this person, Spirit is confirming that you are on the right path. This person who has exited your life, who left your life, they are returning to you. This connection is currently on pause. There's a break taking place. I do really feel like this break is about lessons, not just for your person, for you as well, about you being more sort of, my guides are saying more being with yourself. So I feel like that's more about to do with your inner union. But this connection will be, the word I'm being given is rekindling. So there is going to be a reconciliation, a rekindling of some sort. A card flipped over somewhere happening. But for that to happen and the space you're in, you're asked to surrender the connection. I feel like at the moment you need to surrender sort of these thoughts, the energy. This is a repeating message that always comes through in my readings anyway. You need to surrender your energy around the connection, recognize what you need to work on, but also focus on your life purpose. There is something in your life that you're ready to embrace, and there's something that's ready to come in. I feel like for some of you, you're going to see this as coming in this month, but I also feel like whatever something to do with your life purpose, career, something moving forward, this kind of positive, healthy movement forward, this wheel turning linked to your life purpose. It's ready to come in. It's ready for you to embrace it. But for you to be able to embrace and put your time into it, you need to be able to sort of surrender your love at the moment, so all the struggles that you're having around it, and focus on your own healing, your own journey, to be able to embrace your life purpose. Because unfortunately, some of the energy that you're investing into love is creating some blocks. So when you're looking at things like energetic blocks, when you're in a place where you're feeling quite hurt, where you're feeling fear, what that's actually doing is creating blocks. When you focus on healing, what you're doing is you're sort of releasing those blocks, if that makes sense. So if you think about feelings and emotions as being energy as well, you actually have that power as well. There are things out there, people out there who can support you with that, for example, Reiki healers, but you actually have the power to self-heal. You have the power to be able to work through removing blocks, or you actually have the power to create those blocks. And what I think a lot of people don't realize is one of the way blocks are sort of created within you is around the feelings you feel, because those feelings are bringing in or taking out energy as well. So when you're feeling hurt, when you're feeling fearful, you're creating blocks, for example, in your heart chakra, in your sacral chakra. It could be manifesting in a physical way as well, because energy manifests physically as well. So this could be you know, you having headaches, you maybe not being able to sleep properly. It could be manifesting in other energetic and emotional ways as well. And all of that is having, creating more and more blocks in you. But you're also in a place where you can start working through all of that, you know, put yourself in a place of surrender, work through healing those feelings that you might be having. And what you're doing is you're taking that power to be able to self-heal yourself and open up that energy to flow more easily. Okay, so a bit of guidance for you guys there around energy and healing and blocks. I am going to be talking about this separately more and more, just to give you guys some advice, guidance around what to do when you're working through things like that. Things, you know, that you can sort of do yourself as a way to sort of self-heal and empower yourselves as well. Okay, Spirit, what other messages? So we know that too many cards. There is someone who is not in your life at the moment, someone who, you know, your connection, this person exited your life, but this is someone who is returning into your life. What other messages can you give me around this, Spirit, please? This weather is so weird. Okay, at the moment there is trouble in this situation. There's trouble in this situation around love, and it's because it's coming back to the focus you're putting on it. Spirit is saying you need to put the focus back on yourself. I also feel like don't push the situation to materialize before it's ready. I feel like if you do, you're gonna have some very, too many cards, you're gonna have some very sort of back and forth emotions, and Spirit is saying to me you're gonna feel let down. So at the moment, you know, this separation between the both of you, even though it doesn't feel like it's the right thing, Spirit is saying it is the right thing. And if you were together at the moment, if this person didn't exit your life or you exit their life, and you know, in this period where actually what you need to be doing is learning and growing, then there was going to be a lot of problems between the both of you, and you would have found yourself in quite a toxic situation. So in a way, them not being in your life is one that's actually helping you both grow into a space that is more healthy, but where you can offer each other a more healthier connection as well. I'm just being mindful of the timer as well. Okay, Spirit, what other messages do we have around this person who will be returning? I feel like this message is mainly around you guys knowing that, okay, you know, your love life isn't where it is at the moment. You are on the right track when it comes to it. If you've been questioning whether this person is the right person for you, Spirit is saying, you know, is sort of confirming to you, yes, you know, this is the right person. You are, you know, you've not made this up in your mind. This isn't your sort of, you know, you're not clinging on to something that has no potential of materializing. It is something that can materialize. But the main message around this is, yes, we're giving you reassurance that this person is going to be coming back towards you. But for you to be able to step into your own abundance, you need to focus on yourself, and you actually need to recognize the lessons. Divine timing. So amazing card to come out, given the messages that have been coming through. So, you know, at the moment, you are where you are meant to be. You know, I did say you might not like where you are at the moment, but I feel like this, you know, this period is something that actually is going to help you step towards, you know, some kind of blessing, some kind of movement forward. And I don't feel that's just about your person coming back in. I feel like that's more about where you're going to be in life, you know, including in your life purpose, how you're going to be feeling. I feel like your healing is going to be very significant here. So how you're going to be transitioning through your healing journey, you know, I feel like that's one of the blessings that you're actually stepping. Oh my God. You're stepping into, and union. So this person, you know, is coming back into your life. There is going to be union, but Spirit is quite clear in saying, guys, at the moment, you know, it's not where you would like it to be, but it's because there is something for you to focus on at the moment. That is your healing. That is your life purpose. You know, at the moment, if you two were in the place you would like it to be, it's likely it wouldn't work, because there are still lessons being learned. There is still healing that needs to take place. And, you know, you do need to focus on yourself. And remember, when you focus on yourself, what you are doing is you're stepping into abundance. You know, you're stepping into blessings. And this person, this connection is on pause at the moment, but they are going to be coming back in. And what a lovely way to end the reading. When they're coming back in, what they're wanting to do is offer you commitment. So there is a union of some form taking place between you and the person who exited your life and who's going to be returning to you. So my lovelies, started off with a career reading, went on to a love reading, because those were the first cards that came through. And I wanted to keep the love reading for my Instagram page, but it it's turned out being here as well. So I'll have to think about whether I'm going to do a separate reading or whether I'm just going to sort of let people know. Anyway, I'm rambling. I will see you guys again over the next few days for the next YouTube reading, which I'm really, really, really looking forward to, because that one is my passion. So I'm going to try investing quite a lot of time into the next reading. All right, guys. And by the way, thank you so much for, I think I got 100 or just under 100 subscribers in 2 days. So I wanted to say massive, massive thank you to those of you who have been supporting me, and, you know, who really helped my YouTube channel just, you know, come off the ground. Literally within 24 hours, it started sort of going off the ground, and I felt very touched by that. Some of you might be very curious about why am I only seeing JJ's hands? Why am I not seeing JJ? That will come. The readings will be mainly around this, but there's something I'm working on where I will be showing myself, because I want to engage with you guys properly. But I don't want to sort of talk about that too much yet. I'm still in the middle of putting all that together. So once that's come about, and that is sort of what my main passion is, then, you know, I'll be sort of showing you guys my face a bit more as well. All right then, my lovelies, I hope you guys have a wonderful week, and I will connect with you again in a few days on here.